And from what's happening in space, let's now turn to a story that is out of this world. In fact, it gives a sneak peek into what life might look like in the future. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you had rice? Maybe your last meal had rice in it. Maybe it's been a while. Maybe you hate rice. But what if the rice was made in a laboratory? Sounds crazy, right? Well, this is not some distant reality. It is happening now. And what also makes this rice extraordinary, by the way, is the fact that it is non-vegetarian rice. Sounds unheard of, right? Well, that was my reaction as well. Let me tell you what's cooking. This story is about a different kind of rice. Researchers have made rice grains with beef and cow fat cells grown inside them. How exactly was that done and why? Let me dish out the details. It's been called a new type of hybrid food. Scientists say that the rice could be an eco-friendly source of protein, that it could also be a more affordable source of protein than traditional beef. How is it made? Basically, the traditional rice grains were covered with fish gelatin. This coating was used to basically enable the beef cells to latch on. And then these grains were left in a petri dish to culture for up to 11 days. The rice was tried with various accompaniments, and it was a good match with a variety of dishes, by the way. This is being called a breakthrough achievement for multiple reasons. It's been called the food of the future or experimental food. The researchers say it could provide relief for famine situations. It could make food production more sustainable. It could also be used as rations for the military or for astronauts. What it also means is that mixing animal cells into rice means that it can be a new complete meal, given that rice basically is a carbohydrate with smaller proportions of protein, fat, etc. According to the researchers, the rice had 8% more protein and 7% more fat. The team is exploring sustainable supplies of cells that can be maintained in the laboratory without requiring more animals. And future versions could have other types of meat or fish so that different tastes and nutritional requirements can be accounted for. And the thing is, this is not the first time lab-grown or cultivated meat products are being explored. Remember the time when the first lab-grown burger was unveiled? This was in the year 2013. In fact, recently, Singapore started selling the world's first cultivated chicken product. Meanwhile, in sharp contrast, Italy has backed a bill to ban lab-produced meat. This was basically done to protect the country's food traditions. For this latest study, cells taken from livestock were used, but if a cell line can be developed, meaning that cells that continue dividing and growing over long periods of time, they can get the cells without livestock breeding. And following that, a sustainable food system can be put in place. As of now, the rice will not be available out there in the market. The plan is basically to develop the process further so the cells can grow better in the rice grain and produce more nutritional value. But the question is, would you want to have lab-grown food? Write to us and let us know. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.